All right, this is my favorite. I get a multi-page request, which is all right. And then I attach my request in this email plus some images. Guys, don't send me attachments. I'm not going to open them up. I don't open up attachments. Too many people trying to put viruses in there. Sorry for the messy email. That's how I feel. I would like a video response. But do not mention my relatives and my relatives' stuff. Also, do not mention where I work for. And do not mention my health. I'll try, buddy. I'll try. It's the fucking soup Nazi. Go in, order your soup, give me the money, get the fuck out. That's it. But now I can't guarantee you. So I had to charge you more. Like the fuck, oh my God, you go into fucking McDonald's. And you know, hey, I want a Big Mac. It's cheat day. I want a Big Mac. Give me a Big Mac. And you want to talk about prissy white woman privilege. I'd like a Big Mac, but no pickles. And can you not put cheese on the second beef patty, but the like fucking H Christ, bitch? Order your fucking Big Mac. I don't want onions on my cheeseburger, but I do want extra mustard. Can you give me that on my port? Fuck. Lady, do you know the McDonald's keeps the price low by speed? Fucking thinking you're going to a 5-star restaurant near McDonald's. I feel so bad. So bad for it. As if working for McDonald's was not bad enough. This has nothing to do with it, but this is what it's like. I'm sorry, you come from Venezuela. That's a third world shithole. What are you doing with first world white women requests? Greetings, asshole. Please keep me anonymous. My name. Guys, if you want to remain anonymous, don't come up with a fake name. Let's say his name is Jose. I got to the U.S. 3.5 years ago from Venezuela. I'm an American citizen. I was born in Florida while my dad was doing a master's degree in Orlando. Currently, I've been in a branch of the military for almost a year. Good for you. But I find myself in a stinky situation. I don't have a specific question to ask you. I just want some advice and guidance. I graduated from high school in Venezuela. Graduated high school. Oh, Jesus. He's just like the Americans. I graduated high school. No, you graduate from Jose. You graduate del Alta Escuela. I think that's even right. Then I moved with my aunt to a town in Maryland for 7 months to learn English. I wanted to stay, and I thought in joining the Army. My English wasn't that good at the moment, but a recruiter told me that I was fine. Your English ain't bad. But Dad didn't like the idea. Oh, we must listen to our boomer parents. They know so much. So I went back to Venezuela on May of 2013. Wow. Right when shit got bad. Back in Venezuela, I started going to university to study economics. I got a girlfriend while taking French class. The university I was going was a mess. It was supposed to be a very prestigious college, but I realized that nobody gives a shit where you went to college, and much more if that college is in a third world country. Yeah, no one. That's kind of why I get a lot of Eastern Europeans. What college? Where should I go to college in Eastern? It doesn't matter. No one's going to know. I didn't put real effort while at university, for I wanted to go to the U.S. People used to tell me why I was there if I could be in the U.S. Yeah, I got it. Why were you there? Were. Past tense. Were. Why were you there? But my dad thought it was a good idea. Your dad doesn't know shit. My girlfriend at the moment moved to Chile. I visited her for 3 weeks in Christmas of 2014. When I came back to Venezuela with my family, I realized that the vacation was the time I've been the happiest in my life. Here's a photo of me and my girlfriend in Santiago of Chile. We broke up because it was stupid to have a long-distance relationship at that moment. The university I was going to had a lot of problems. It constantly was on strike because of the economic and political crisis. I mean, as if universities in the United States were not Marxist enough. I can't imagine what it was like studying economics in a Venezuelan college. Holy cow. When did Maduro take over? Was Mr. Fat Colonel, was he dead? Maduro. Serving as president in 2013. Okay, yeah, so what's his name had passed away by that time. So in 2015, I decided to stop going to college and move to the United States. Smart man. In April of 2016, I moved to Miami. Looking back, it was a bad decision, for Miami is expensive and full of immigrants willing to work for low wages. Yeah, but they have electricity. Of course, yeah, even then, you guys are running into problems. In Miami, I worked at a car rental. I did errands, mostly watched cars. You worked a bunch of jobs before joining the military. I moved to Miami alone. I was renting a room, and in least of 3 years in Miami, I lived in 4 different rooms in different apartments. My family helped me with money at the beginning to get to Miami. I remember they gave me $1,000 to take a class at my community college, and I put that's whole education is everything. That sure is a global thing. Education is the solution to poverty, right? The key to success. For I wasn't in state at the moment. I remember that I used to shop groceries with the ratio of money calories always in mind. Yeah, that's the American experience. I was poor. I didn't go on much. I decided I'd go to coding boot camp. I consulted with you about it. Looking back, it was a bad decision. While I was in the coding boot camp, I was working 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then boot camp was from 5:30 to 10:30. Yeah, well, you got to schedule your time. And okay, you attended a physical boot camp. I got home at night at 11:30. I used to sleep 3 to 4 hours on weekdays. A few times I didn't sleep at all. For the family I was living with made noise. You get earplugs. That's another thing. I burned out and dropped the coding boot camp. It was that I began researching what branch of the armed forces was best. I decided to join this one. I went to boot camp in December 2015. I graduated from boot camp 2019. Went there. English is still not that good, but I always try to reduce my accent. You're not, look, if you read and write, if you speak and understand English as good as you write, I think you're all right. I mean, no one's perfect. No one's going to bat 1,000. Hell, most of the Mexicans don't even speak it. Oh, it's funny when it's true. I didn't have a relationship in Miami, no sex. And while in school, I tried to get into a relationship, but it was a bad decision. I was trying to adapt to everything. I also helping my family. But God almighty fucking. Do you know why the United States is inevitably going to turn into the neighbor that you have in Venezuela called Brazil? Because all the immigrants coming here are not going to become Americans. You're going to bring the culture, bring the dance, bring the food, bring the music, bring your culture, but stop bringing the stupid decisions. And this is across the globe where it's like, I had to send money back to my parents. In the United States, our parents have voted in and refused to get rid of Social Security and Medicare. All right. And you're of no help to your parents if you can't even support your fucking self. I've seen it, and I'm very pissed off, especially when you come here as an immigrant, young person. Parents aren't here. It's hard enough, and then your parents are expecting you to support them. Fuck them. They're parents. They should have their own fucking job. I understand in Venezuela, now things bad. Yeah, you probably had a head and back line. It's no good. You're $20,000 in debt, so you can't even support yourself. 9,000 in saving. The debt is from the coding boot camp and a car. Oh, I was about to say, what coding boot camp? Oh, see, now you were stupid. You were dumb. The debt is from the coding boot camp and a car that I bought here in California. It cost me $13,000. Dude, I have never paid 13 grand. That is, adjusting for inflation, that would have gotten me 4 cars. I now know it was a stupid decision to make. At that moment, I also thought it was stupid, but I wasn't thinking with my head. I was thinking with my dick. I wonder why everyone's poor. Because they think with their dick and, oh shit, did that go inside her? Oh, what does it matter? Everything will be all right. The Lord will provide. I bought the car for a girl. I wanted to buy a cheap Honda or Toyota after a few months of saving money. I liked the girl, and I went once with San Francisco with her and other people. Here are some photos. The girl I liked is the one. I didn't get any of these pictures. For some it did. The girl I liked was the one with black hair. I was insane. I pushed her like crazy to be my girlfriend till one day she told me she only wanted to be friends. Yep. I felt like shit and cried. Where did that get us? Women is so important. The topic of an essay I'm going to be writing is impartially influenced and will address just what women cost you boys when you think with your dick. Can we say that? Well, we can say, I've said it before, the number one cause of poverty is children you can't afford. On two reasons, two very important reasons. When you have a child, your expenses go up, not just in terms of money, but a lot in terms of fucking time. Then, with an extra mouth to feed, you see, now we measure wealth and financial success on a per capita basis. And with spitting out little capitas, you quickly lower your fucking standards of living. And all you boys, I want the girls. Oh, what the girls? And if you just and look where it got you. You bought a car to get a girl that wasn't even dating you, and you didn't even get laid. But you had to have that one. So don't, guys. Read Rollo Tomasi, okay? Read Rollo Tomasi. Looking back at our text conversation, a cringe of how stupid I was. Yes, I was depressed and I felt a little bit sick. Good. Now, the question is, will you learn? Every person is allowed to make a mistake. Every person. All right. But did you learn from it? And if you learn from it, good. It should sting. But let's not make the same mistake again. Right now, I'm a predicament. I find out that I have. Did you want me to mention your medical condition? You have a medical condition. I can't tell what it is, but you're going to talk about it. I must pay attention to everything I eat. I also have problems. You can't control it. I've been going to the doctor, having tests done so far. They haven't found anything like cancer, but it was a scare. It's been so bad, you might get discharged. The process for me to get discharged may take between 6 to 12 months. I have a roommate. He understands my situation, but he says nothing about it. Well, that's a good roommate. Of course, I know this is a horrible situation for him. Most of the time I am alone because I smell bad. I have bought a lot of probiotics and prebiotics on my own. In my free time, I research about nutrition treatments that can help me. I'm in a horrible situation. I know that I'm the culprit of my own situation. Well, I don't know how you are, how that's your fault, that medical condition. I don't think you caused it. I know I'm the culprit for I ate like shit and didn't take care of myself and my family. I highly doubt that's caused by I mean, I don't know. Dude, I've eaten for shit. I think every college student ate for shit. I didn't have patience. I went to coding boot camp because I wanted to earn money right away and help myself and my family. I was the same with the girl I liked, and she blew me away. I haven't seen my family in almost 4 years. I miss them so much. When I talk to my mom, most of the time she cries as she tells me she loves me. Did she vote communist, huh? She vote for that guy, Chavez, the fat colonel? One time. Oh, and then why don't they come back? Oh, yeah, because they had kids they couldn't afford too, I bet. Aaron, why did you have a vasectomy? You're refusing to pass on your lineage and your genetic. Because I like to eat. I'm sorry I'm being so hard on you, but I'm being hard on you so that you see where to go very clearly, so that you get out of this situation. Because it just seems like borrow money, go here, go there. Don't think critically about things. Don't schedule your time. You were horrible on time management. That's why. And then buy a car for which you all know is dumb. But come on, man, we didn't know this. I'm sorry that your parents miss you. You miss your parents, but this is the hard part of life that forges a man into steel. One time she told me that she wanted to kill herself. They're running out of money. I don't know what you can do. You can't even support yourself. Forgive yourself. It's not nice that your parents are running out of money, but Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, you think I don't have plans in case Ocasio-Cortez takes over or Bernie Sanders takes over and this turns into a socialist shithole? You can't carry the whole weight of your entire family. Another thing is that my dad is a socialist and he supported Chavez. Well, fuck it then. How is that your fault? But he's an electrical engineer and he has a master's degree in engineering from a university in Florida. He was poor. The only reason he's a lefty is that his parent, my grandfather. Okay, I can't mention this, but your grandfather was involved in a thing that resulted in your dad becoming a communist. Well, good. I'm glad he's so smart and a critic. Look, dude, this isn't your fault. I think that's the one thing we're going to have to take from this. It's not your fault Chavez came into that. It is partially your dad's fault. And it's not your fault that your parents are in such a bad situation. It doesn't make it any better. It doesn't mean that if all of a sudden you win your lottery, not to help out your family. I wouldn't help out your dad for a second, though. But you gotta focus on yourself. You are of no value to your family if you can't focus on yourself and making these dumbass decisions, which you are changing now, and you got into the military. That's great. There's some stability there. I'm sure you're free food, clothing, and shelter. You're doing all right there. Wait, why are you living with a roommate? Why are you living on base? Why are you paying rent? I'm thinking of what to do if I get discharged. My top 3 options are go to Houston. I have a few cousins there and become in-state and go to college there. Going back to Miami to finish my associate's degree in 6 to 12 months. I'm in-state in Florida. Okay, don't go to Houston. Fucking anchor down somewhere. Work one job. Live cheaply. Go to school online for cheap or in-state for cheap. Stop going to Houston. Stop going here. Find a fucking place and stay there. Florida's nice. I have a few credits at Miami-Dade. My last option is go back to Frederick, Maryland. I have a ton of family there. I could go to community college there as an in-state resident, as a veteran. Well, don't you get the GI Bill too? I think I'm pretty sure you do. I know Maryland is a crappy state, but I have a ton of family there, and that would be good for me. All right, Maryland or Florida. But you're going to get your GI Bill. You might get disability of the military. But man, you got to crack the fuck down and choose a fucking degree, a fucking trade or a discipline. I'm going to take 3 classes online. Good, online at Miami-Dade College next semester. My spare time, been learning to code and IT stuff. I feel like crap, right? But you should. Now, not that you've done anything wrong. You haven't. It's just a bad situation you're in. But to cope with my situation, I know that the future I'm going to laugh at all this, or I may be death. I just want some advice on what to do next. I know I must break it down into steps to achieve. Please be blunt in your advice. Your Lieutenant Jose. His name is not Jose. All right. Here's the deal. These things are not possible, but try your best anyway. Okay. 1, you cannot help your family until you can help yourself. Okay. That is outside of your control. So try as much as you can to not worry about your family. I would worry more about your mother because she probably is more of a victim of circumstance than your father, who voted in for the fucking parasite Chavez. But you cannot help them. All right. 2, I would stop beating yourself up over your medical condition. I don't think you caused that. It's not your fault. And again, that doesn't make the medical condition go away, but the least you could do is stop beating yourself up over it. That wasn't your fault. So I don't, I mean, I'm no doctor, but I'm like, that doesn't sound like, oh yeah, he smoked a bunch of times, then he got cancer. That doesn't sound like something you've done unto yourself. I like your idea of going online with college. I would try to fix your medical condition so you could stay in the military. But then I would start asking around, like, hey, if you get medically discharged, what about the GI Bill? And what about disability? Because that is what you're going to use. I think you get like a living stipend or something like that. And then the GI Bill, which I can't imagine you not getting. Again, I'm not. You have to talk to the military guy. And you're going to have to figure out what you want to do. Now, it seems like you want to go into programming. That's fine. That's cool. But you got to be better at time management. I don't know what you were thinking. You know, I did something like that for 3 months because I didn't have a choice. But as soon as a different shift came along, I switched out. So there were the times I had 3 to 4 hours of sleep for, months at a time per night, although I'd catch up on the weekends. You got to manage your time better. All right. I think not to make any more stupid decisions. No more cars. No more. You're not in a. You don't even. If you can't take care of yourself, don't even bother messing with the girls. Don't even bother. Because you're going to use them as things, as objects to fill that horrible void in your life. You're not going to be a man who's accomplished or presentable yet. You'll get there. Although every great once in a while girl will come along, she just likes you. That's rare. So, if that happens, keep an eye out for that. That's a good thing. But right now, man, you are in no condition to date. You don't have the money to date. And with your medical condition, you can't really date. All right. So again, don't worry about the girls. There's no reason to worry about the girls. So that's another thing. But I generally like your idea of becoming a coder. Now, the problem here is you lack fucking focus. You no thought, no plan, just do it. Now all of a sudden you're not getting any sleep. Then you flunk out of this. Now you got a car payment. Sit the fuck down and take at least 10 minutes, piece of paper, and evaluate what your decision would result in, the consequences of your decision. Not immediately, but secondarily and tertiarily. Third, what are the consequences? Oh, if I pay money for boot camp school and I can't, I'm fucked. I'm in debt for another $6,000. If I go to San Francisco, dude, you've done more traveling than me. Fucking hell. What are you doing going to San Francisco when you can't even support yourself? Because of the girls. So no. And here it is, bucko. You're not fucking moving. You're moving one last time. If you get out of the military, all right, and it's either Florida or Maryland. And when you get there, you're anchoring the fuck down. You're going to choose a fucking degree and you're going to fucking earn it. And you're not leaving or going to San Francisco. Going to San Francisco, where the dark-haired girl blew me away. You're not traveling. You are sitting the fuck down and you are focusing on your goddamn school. And then job on top of it. All right. So you're finding a cheap place to live or whatever your GI Bill allows you to get a stipend for living. If you want, I'd recommend becoming a security guard at night. I've always recommended that. That allows you to make money and work on your education. If you're going into IT and coding and programming, you could take classes online so you don't have to waste your time traveling to a physical campus. Parking, make sure it's accredited. Don't take Shitberg U School of Coding in Guadalajara. Go to a legit Maryland. It sounds like you already know Miami-Dade College that's accredited, wherever you do go. And then you're going to get certifications. Then when you graduate, even before you graduate, start applying for internships. Then when you graduate, you got some work experience under your belt. Hopefully you're not sick anymore. Even if you are being a coder, you don't have to go into physically. You can apply for disability. All right. You say you're disabled. Dude, you got the affirmative action shit galore. You're a Latino and you're disabled. And one of those is a legit disability. All right. You are physically disabled. I don't think, unless you fix your medical problem, you're not going to be able to go and work in an office. And people, they will be, oh, wow, look at all the check marks we can get off on this by hiring this guy. And then you can work at home. And you just say that. No, you are disabled. You are a disabled individual. And when they ask, you say, I'm sorry, I have this thing. And that's why I went into programming, because I don't have to come into an office. I can do it hopefully remotely. And they'll be like, oh, wow, all right, check boxes. And that's it. And you are right. I like your attitude. I know in the future I'm going to laugh about this. God, man, I don't know if it's worth laughing about. You came from you escaped a dictatorship, essentially. And I guess they do allow you to leave. Your parents are living in poverty. Your dad is tangentially part of the cause. You can't support yourself. You can't support your family. In this regard, this is the classical American. So you come here with $3 in your pocket. Well, now it's time to American the fuck up and not chase girls. Although I guess you are an American citizen, but anyway, you're not chasing the girls. You're not doing. You just focus. I try to keep your job in the military. If you fix your medical condition, cool. Stay in the military. Serve it out. But then afterwards, God almighty, man, focus. That's it. That's all I really got for you. Well, let's go through. God darn it. 200 Norwegian kroners. I forgot what that was. Are we going to do super chats? There's Juan. Troy Katalecki. Morning, Cappy. Good morning, Troy. Maybe this will be it. Maybe I'll just do asshole consulting and then we'll have the things in there. Boomer Cappy. Blah, blah, blah. Minimalism is the answer. Da, da, da. Thank you for your answer to me. It's all right, Luke. It was cheap coffee. So it's okay. So how much you get for food stamps, central bank? Oh, just going through the thing. Let's scroll down. Oh, whoa. There was ice snows. I saw ice snows. Maybe that was it. Boomer Clary. How many is? Hey, Cappy, you're marvelous. Hope you're marvelous today. XOXO from your Nordic Somali pirate. Are you Somali? Are you? Are you up? Are you up in what is it? What's the shithole? Everyone's in. Malmo. Are you up in Malmo? What is Norwegian kroners? That's a lot of money, I think. NOK to USD. I think it's 5-1, or is it 21? Oh, it's 10. That's still $20. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Go chase some Nordic girls and ask them about diversity. Now here comes the money. Oh, here he is having. How polite. He sent extra money to correct his grammar. Thank you, Samater. What is it, nighttime there? Yeah, it's probably nighttime. Noah Costa. Black Friday shows how stupid society is. Nonstop Dre. Morning, Dre. Morning, Aaron. Cappy Tithes. Ice Nose $2. No. Oh, Durka. One of the best movies ever. Oh, Team America, World Police. I will not die. All right, that's it. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.